welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. Today I am ridiculously excited because I am going to be doing my 29-week bump date, and I have so much to cover in this video, so we're just going to get right into it. Very first thing that I want to talk about is obviously what's in the title, and that is my intro has changed. So I did do my maternity shoot this week. I knew it was the perfect time to take advantage of my husband because I know I'm not the only woman out there that struggles getting their husband to take pictures with them. So I knew that he was going to dress the part. We were all gonna look fancy schmancy and we were gonna do our intro. That's like why I waited so long. And guys, I waited a long time. Literally my last intro, Grayson was like 4 months and he turns 2 on March 7th, which is like in a few weeks. So my bad. So yeah, I am really excited. Obviously, we are going to be changing the intro whenever baby C comes. And I also want to address that Patrick's siblings did not feel comfortable being inside the intro, so they were not in the intro, so it is just Patrick, me, and the baby, and my big ol' belly. But yeah, so I am going to show you guys right now. So yeah guys, that is the new intro. So let's get to the juicy juice and the other title of this video before we get into like all the symptoms and cravings and all that fun stuff, which is my home birth changing. So if you are new or you haven't been keeping up, things have been changing. We are taking in my husband's siblings, which means we are moving. So we currently live in a 2-bedroom apartment and we're gonna be a family of 6. And so we are moving into a larger house and we do have to do that within this month or early next month. So it's like an immediate thing that's happening. Along with that means I'm losing my tub that I had planned on giving birth in. So I did plan on doing a water birth with this baby and I had a perfect tub for it. And so now that we were house hunting, that was like the #1 thing that I was looking for in a house. Like literally a small tub was a deal breaker for us, which sounds insane and hilarious, but I'm just being real with you guys. I was like, no. The tub's not adequate enough. We gotta birth a baby in there, okay? I need space. So it was really hard trying to find like the perfect house with the perfect, what I personally like is a round tub. So yes, I still plan on doing a water birth. The main thing that is going to be changing is obviously the location from this apartment to the new house. And I know a lot of other people had questions on whether the siblings were going to be involved with the birth. By the way, guys, I'm sorry for just referring to them like as the siblings. I don't know like what better to like describe them as because not everybody knows them by name. Their names are Alex and Erica. Yeah, I just don't want that to be taken the wrong way, the siblings. So no, they are not going to be involved in the birth. I personally had no problem if they wanted to. For me, birth is a very natural thing and I don't feel uncomfortable with that. It's not sexualized, obviously. So if they wanted to be involved or be there, that was completely on them. And they've been very back and forth about it, whether they want to or not. Or I guess I should say Erica is more back and forth about it. Alex is like no, but Erica has kind of been like so-so, but more so on like the no side. So if she changes her mind, then that's perfectly fine. She could definitely be in the room if she wants to. And I do believe they are going to be at the house. It really is just dependent on the day. Obviously, we don't have a planned day that I'm going to be giving birth. So with that being said, we are not too sure if it's going to be like a school night. So if they're able to spend the night over at friend's house, it's really completely up to them. I want to make sure that they're very comfortable with it. I mean, I know it's my birth, but I also don't want them to feel uncomfortable in their own home. So they are able to spend the night over at friends' houses if they would like to. And if not, they could definitely go over to families' houses. Everybody is kind of like open to it. Everybody knows and has spoken about this subject. So there's a lot of doors wide open, but it's just up to them. They don't know what they want to do yet. I will say where they are right now is they said they're just going to stay up in their room until the baby is out and then they're come down and meet the baby. But yeah, things could change and that is basically what's going on. I will say Patrick is super excited. He was very stressed out that we obviously lived in an apartment and have neighbors above us and on each side of us, and so he was just really afraid with the noise factor, and with the house obviously you could be just a little bit more loud. And yeah, I will keep you guys updated. Obviously it really just depends on the house that we get, and that's when I'll get into like more details about it and probably do like a full video. But this was just a question that I literally got asked so so much, so I just wanted to answer it for you guys right off the bat. The next thing I wanted to talk about, which is really exciting, is, as you guys know, I did do bump dates with Grayson's pregnancy. However, I did do them like later on in the pregnancy, so I'm finally around the same time as when I started doing my other bump dates, so I could finally compare, which is just really cool because you forget a lot of things. Obviously, it's been 2 years since I have been pregnant with Grayson. Just watched my 29-week update, which, by the way, guys, is really cringy. Please don't watch it. I don't even know like what voice I had at the time. Like, it was almost like I was putting on a character because I was so uncomfortable in front of the camera and wanted to like front that I was really comfortable in front of the camera. So I just talked really weird and my hair was really teased and never mind. We're not gonna roast me right now. We all know the old Alex, and she's a changed girl, thankfully. Anyway, I was looking at all my symptoms, and guys, so much is like comparable, and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot about that, and it's just really cool. So I'm gonna go into the symptoms. And yes, at the very end of this video, I am gonna compare my current bump, and then I will put in a clip of the old video, so that way you guys could see where I was measuring with Grayson, which, guys, I was so tiny, and so we don't gotta talk about that. So the first thing is, I have been experiencing lightning crotch like crazy. If you don't know what that is, it's basically because the baby is much lower now and they put pressure down there, and it feels like electricity. That's like my best way to explain it, and it's every bit of the name. Lightning crotch. That's what it is. It hurts and it makes me very uncomfortable because it happens multiple times of the day, and sometimes just like grabbing my crotch and I'm like, it's okay, guys, I'm pregnant. Just, these type of things happen. The next thing that I want to talk about is the kicks are hurting. Like, hurting really bad. He is karate kicking me up in there, and a lot of the times I'm grabbing my stomach and I'm like, ow, and then so cute, Patrick comes running over and he's like, babe, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, the baby's just abusing me again. And he's like, oh, okay. The next thing I wanted to talk about, which actually happened to me with Grayson as well, which I completely forgot about, is my boobs are leaking. Not bad enough for me to get like nursing pads or anything, but just a little toilet paper here and there. And I really hope I don't get caught with that, because people are gonna think that I'm stuffing my bra, and it's gonna be a very awkward conversation. I'm like, no, my boobs are leaking. The next thing, and I hate to admit this, guys, but I have been so irritable. Like, so irritable for no reason. And I literally am like sitting here in my mind, like thinking logically, like, wow, Alex, you're being such a bitch. I'm just very thankful I have a very understanding husband. And he's just like, yeah, you're just pregnant, it's okay. As far as my cravings go, I have been craving Orange Julius's from Dairy Queen. They're the bomb.com. I don't even want to talk too much about it because Dairy Queen is closed right now. So if I get the craving, I cannot fulfill it. So that's all you guys gotta know. The next thing I want to talk about is, you guys caught me in my last video. If you've been following with my pregnancy updates, you know that Talkies were a huge craving of mine a little bit ago, and then I finally like got off that craving. It's back and I'm red-handed, quite literally. My fingers are stained and I need to stop. Surprisingly enough though, my indigestion with Talkies has not been bad. Like, my indigestion has been really bad all throughout this pregnancy, and I'm not too sure if I'm just getting used to it, like being in pain with indigestion, but I haven't been noticing it too much, and it hasn't been keeping me up at night, so that's a plus. The next thing I have been craving is home cooked meals, which sounds really weird, but it's a thing, guys. Maybe it's just because Patrick and I got into a really bad habit of just eating out all the time. I've just been craving my husband's cooking. Like, I just want a home cooked meal, and it actually came right at the right moment because Every Plate reached out to me, and they are sponsoring this video, but I'm just like, I'm being very genuine with you guys. I was very excited when they reached out because I was like, yes, that means my husband's cooking more for me. So I do want to share with you guys what Every Plate is, because it is a great option for a lot of families and it fulfills my craving of home cooked meals. So I'm going to share a little bit with you guys right now. Every Plate is a meal subscription service that does the meal planning, shopping, and prepping for you, which helps take the time-consuming guesswork out of cooking. Every Plate delivers right to your door, and recipes come together in about 30 minutes, which is definitely faster than a trip to the grocery store. The recipes are easy to follow, and each meal is around the same price as a cup of coffee. My favorite part is you never have to buy more ingredients than you need because Every Plate provides everything already pre-measured. The meals were delicious, and Grayson approved with his happy dance, so don't forget, For 6 free meals across your first 3 weeks and free shipping on your first delivery, go to everyplate.com and enter Dear Grayson 6. So yeah, thank you Everyplate so much for fulfilling your girl's craving. I appreciate it a lot. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys the belly. I am going to start with Grayson's Bumpdate first, and then I'm going to show mine. So I'm going to insert that clip right now. So there it is. So I'm not gonna lie guys, I'm definitely in my pajamas while I'm filming this, but this is my belly, and then I'm gonna go ahead, obviously show you guys the actual stomach. I haven't really noticed any new stretch marks, but I could be completely wrong because my stretch marks with Grayson actually didn't come until I was done with pregnancy, but this is it right here. So yeah, I definitely would say I am showing a lot more this pregnancy than what I did with Grayson. However, that is completely normal with your second pregnancy because your body knows what to do. My uterus is also obviously stretched out from already having a baby. So obviously it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, that is everything for today. Thank you guys so much for supporting us on this journey. I love you guys so much and have a great one, guys. Bye.